everybody, my name is Alicia. In this lesson, I'm going to talk about how to use greetings and parting expressions in Japanese. Okay, let's take a look at the vocabulary for this lesson. We've grouped the vocabulary according to time of day. So let's start with expressions you can use in the morning. First, we have Ohayou gozaimasu. Ohayou gozaimasu. This is a polite expression that means good morning. Ohayou gozaimasu. Ohayou gozaimasu. Good morning. The shorter version is Ohayou. Ohayou. This means morning, so it sounds a little shorter in English, just as it sounds shorter in Japanese. Ohayou gozaimasu to sound polite, Ohayou to sound more casual and close to someone. We use these expressions in the morning, from very early morning until probably 11 or just before noon. So use these to greet someone in the morning. If it's later in the day, you can simply use konnichiwa, konnichiwa, konnichiwa. Konnichiwa. This means hello. Use this throughout the day. Anytime the sun is up later in the day, you can use this. Finally, at the end of the day, we use this expression. Konbanwa, 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 konbanwa. This means good evening, good evening. So use this when you meet someone in the evening. Evening, or I suppose late at night, depending on what you're up to. If it's dark outside, you can use konbanwa with confidence. So let's take a look at the other side of this image. Let's look at parting expressions. You'll notice there's a big group here because we don't really have parting expressions that are connected so closely to time of day. Let's take a look. First, 失礼します. 失礼します. This is a very formal way to say goodbye. You might hear this at work. When you're leaving a room, your coworkers might use this as well. This means goodbye. We typically don't use this with our friends and family members. It sounds quite polite. You can use this expression, また明日, また明日, また明日. See you tomorrow. また明日. You can use this one. It's very easy for many people. Bye bye, bye bye. So, as you can imagine, this just means bye-bye. It's very casual and sounds a little childish, but many people like to use this, especially with close friends and family members. Bye-bye. Next is じゃあまた. じゃあまた. So this is a very casual expression, which means see you. じゃあまた. So you can think of it as like, okay, see you then. Super short, super quick, very casual. Finally is this one. またね. 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 So this also means see you or see you next time or see you again soon. This ne makes it a little bit softer than something like ja, mata, which sounds a little bit rougher. So you can use all of these expressions to say goodbye to someone at any time of day. The last vocabulary word here is this one. おやすみなさい. 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 おやすみなさい means good night. So use it to say good night at the end of the day. You can use this with friends and family members. So this is how we say goodbye or good night at many different times of day and how we greet each other. Let's take a look at a dialogue now and some other points that use these expressions. Okay, let's take a look at a sample dialogue that uses some of these expressions. Let's imagine two people are saying hello in the morning. The first person might say, おはようございます, good morning. And the other person might say, おはよう, morning. So this is a very typical morning exchange. おはようございます, おはよう. Simple as that. Okay, let's finish this lesson by taking an in-depth look at the key expressions used. First, let's take a look at greetings. As mentioned earlier, the expression おはようございます is more polite than just おはよう. We use おはよう with friends and family and people we're close to. おはようございます is something you would probably use at work or maybe at school. This ございます makes the expression polite. You'll see this throughout your studies. Using the polite form of a verb at the ending increases the level of politeness. We don't have this with こんにちは or with こんばんは, but it is very important to note that both of these words are spelled with this wa at the end. You may have learned that this means ha But in these expressions, こんにちは and こんばんは, we use this wa here like this. We don't use the other hiragana form of wa in this expression. So please take note of that when you're spelling this word. Lastly, let's go to parting expressions. First, with 失礼します, we see this same mas form at the ending, yeah? So this 失礼します, some people translate this literally as I am about to do something rude or something like that, because this part right here, 失礼, means rude. But we typically use it when we're leaving a room or to excuse ourselves from a situation. So we can understand this as meaning goodbye in certain cases. When you're with your friends, however, you can use expressions like また明日 or バイバイ or またね or おやすみなさい at the end of the day. As talked about earlier, expressions that end with ne sound a little bit softer. So またね. We would not use a ne at the end of something like bye-bye though, because bye-bye already sounds quite soft and close and a little bit childish. So we don't use bye-bye ne unless maybe we're speaking to a very, very small child. So it's up to you to choose the expression that best matches your feeling when you're saying goodbye to someone.
Do you remember how to say good morning? Ohayou gozaimasu. Ohayou gozaimasu. And how to say morning? Ohayou. Ohayou. Do you remember how to say hello? Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa. And how to say good evening? Konbanwa. Konbanwa. Do you remember how to say good night? Oyasuminasai. Oyasuminasai. And how to say goodbye? Shitsureishimasu. Shitsureishimasu. Do you remember how to say see you tomorrow? Mata ashita. Mata ashita. And how to say bye-bye? Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Do you remember how to say see you? Ja mata. Ja mata. And how to say see you next time? Mata ne. Mata ne.
Great! That's it for this lesson. In this video, you learned how to use greetings and parting expressions in Japanese. Thanks for watching. I'm Alicia, and I'll see you again at JapanesePod101.com. Want to speed up your language learning? Take your very first lesson with us. You'll start speaking in minutes and master real conversations. Sign up for your free lifetime account. Just click the link in the description.